they're nice quality reproductions, but because they're copies, they're nothing like as valuable as an original. These should be insured for probably £1,600–1,700 each.
That's quite impressive.
But this item is much more interesting.
Yeah.
Can you tell me anything about its history?
Well, it came to me from my great-grandfather, who was General the Honourable Sir Percy Feilding, and it was given to his brother, his elder brother, who was later the 8th Earl, by Queen Adelaide. I presume as probably a 21st present, or perhaps as a souvenir of services in equerry.
Do you know whether it's actually ever been used at all? Because I notice it's a bit bashed and bruised around.
I'm rather ashamed of the state of it. I think it did, yes, because my great-grandfather fought throughout the Crimean War and was wounded at
that's
Inkerman.
quite possibly a very good clue to why it's in its present rather bruised state, because this donut-looking thing actually should screw together, but for some reason or other the screw, which is meant to come through into the middle, doesn't reach.
No.
But if we take it apart, it is actually, as I'm sure you know, a travelling chamberstick. Now these are quite rare things, but the nice thing about this is that nearly all of them are 19th century. This one is 18th century. And if we turn it over, we've got some very worn hallmarks just here. And we've got a date letter Q here.
Right.
And that means they were actually made in 1771. Now they should have other marks on the... That's the only mark surviving that can tell you who the maker is. And the maker's mark is EC for Ebenezer Coker. Coker was a well-known candlestick maker from the 1760s and early 1770s. And these were absolutely typical of the sort of item that was taken around Europe on the Grand Tour. Now, I notice also, judging by what you were saying, it says here, given to the Honourable William Feilding by Queen Adelaide, Christmas 1846. And with that royal inscription, that sets them up on a slightly
More interesting,
different level.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a figure put on them by any professional valuer?
Never. I've just regarded them as curiosities, really, certainly not as anything of moment.
Well, I think your insurers ought to know about them, because I would put a figure of £5,000 on these alone.
Oh dear.